The best way to predict the future is to create it. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Don't wait for your feelings to change to take the action. Take the action and your feelings will change. If you continue to think the way you've always thought, you'll continue to get what you've always got. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. The difference between a stumbling block and a stepping stone is how high you raise your foot. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Success comes from having dreams that are bigger than your fears. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. You measure the size of the accomplishment by the obstacles you have to overcome to reach your goals. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. Never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. Don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no help at all. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. We become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Perfection is boring. Getting better is where all the fun is. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle, or the mirror that reflects it. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Our greatest fear should not be of failure but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. There is no chance, no destiny, no fate, that can hinder or control the firm resolve of a determined soul. Your focus determines your reality. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. Do not wait, the time will never be just right. Start where you stand, and work with whatever tools you may have at your command. And better tools will be found as you go along. You've got to get up every morning with determination if you're going to go to bed with satisfaction. Press forward. Do not stop, do not linger in your journey, but strive for the mark set before you. Whether you think you can, or you can't, either way you're right. If you genuinely want something, don't wait for it, teach yourself to be impatient. Never give up, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Limitations live only in our minds. But if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. There is only one motivation, and that is desire. No reasons or principle contain it or stand against it. The work you do when you procrastinate is probably the work you should be doing for the rest of your life. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who want to get things done, and those who don't want to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. Why should you continue going after your dreams? Because seeing the look on the faces of the people who said you couldn't will be priceless. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. If you don't value your time, neither will others. Stop giving away your time and talent, start charging for it. Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Every now and then it's good to stop climbing and appreciate the view from right where you are. All progress takes place outside the comfort zone. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough. 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. The only person you should try to be better than, is the person you were yesterday. Nothing will work unless you do. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. One way to keep momentum going is to have constantly greater goals. There will be obstacles. There will be doubters. There will be mistakes. But with hard work, there are no limits. To be successful, you must accept all challenges that come your way. You can't just accept the ones you like. It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Find a victory in every defeat to remain hopeful, and find a defeat in every victory to remain humble. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between. The tragedy in life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. You may only succeed if you desire succeeding. You may only fail if you do not mind failing. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination. Don't be pushed by your problems, be led by your dreams. There are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world. Those who are afraid to try and those who are afraid you will succeed. You don't drown by falling in water, you drown by staying there. Don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap but by the seeds that you plant. Better to do something imperfectly than to do nothing flawlessly. Don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat. Just get on. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future, act now, without delay. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Motivation is a fire from within. If someone else tries to light that fire under you, chances are it will burn very briefly. Don't downgrade your dream just to fit your reality. Upgrade your conviction to match your destiny. When everything's coming your way, you're in the wrong lane. If you want to make a permanent change, stop focusing on the size of your problems and start focusing on the size of you. When you've got something to prove, there's nothing greater than a challenge. Keep your eyes on the stars, and your feet on the ground. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Zeal without knowledge is fire without light. Believe you can and you're halfway there. If you want to achieve excellence, you can get there today. As of this second, quit doing less than excellent work. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. The individual who says it is not possible should get out of the way of those doing it. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection we can catch excellence. There are better starters than me, but I'm a strong finisher. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. I would rather die of passion than of boredom. Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. If you can dream it, you can do it. You must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. Little minds are tamed and subdued by misfortune, but great minds rise above it. Be miserable. Or motivate yourself. Whatever has to be done, it's always your choice. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. Do or do not. There is no try. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing, that's why we recommend it daily. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The most difficult thing is the decision to act, the rest is merely tenacity. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe. Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture the heart. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Real difficulties can be overcome, it is only the imaginary ones that are unconquerable. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers. An invincible determination can accomplish almost anything, and in this lies the great distinction between great men and little men. The best way out is always through. By recording your dreams and goals on paper, you set in motion the process of becoming the person you most want to be. Put your future in good hands, your own. Desire is the key to motivation, but it's determination and commitment to an unrelenting pursuit of your goal. a commitment to excellence, that will enable you to attain the success you seek. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It's already tomorrow in Australia. Dream as if you'll live forever, live as if you'll die today. Enthusiasm moves the world. Enter every activity without giving mental recognition to the possibility of defeat. Concentrate on your strengths, instead of your weaknesses. On your powers, instead of your problems. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Give yourself an even greater challenge than the one you are trying to master, and you will develop the powers necessary to overcome the original difficulty. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. I know what I have to do, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. If I do it, I'll come out a winner, and it doesn't matter what anyone else does. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception, it is a prevailing attitude. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity but in doing it. If you start to think the problem is out there, stop yourself. That thought is the problem. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. It is a paradoxical but profoundly true and important principle of life that the most likely way to reach a goal is to be aiming not at that goal itself but at some more ambitious goal beyond it. Nurture your mind with great thoughts. To believe in the heroic makes heroes. Man never made any material as resilient as the human spirit. Knowing trees, I understand the meaning of patience. Knowing grass, I can appreciate persistence. Live with intention. Walk to the edge. Listen hard. Practice wellness. Play with abandon. Laugh. Choose with no regret. Do what you love. Live as if this is all there is. My attitude is that if you push me towards something that you think is a weakness, then I will turn that perceived weakness into a strength. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, or an hour, or a day, or a year, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it lasts forever. Put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. Nothing is impossible, the word itself says I'm possible. Study while others are sleeping, work while others are loafing, prepare while others are playing, and dream while others are wishing. Much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. There is no agony like bearing an untold story inside of you. If you're going through hell, keep going. The secret of joy in work is contained in one word: excellence. To know how to do something well is to enjoy it. With self-discipline, most anything is possible. The task of leadership is not to put greatness into people, but to elicit it, for the greatness is there already. We must train from the inside out, using our strengths to attack and nullify any weaknesses. It's not about denying a weakness may exist, but about denying its right to persist. What great thing would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go, they merely determine where you start. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose.